That's a hit. Do it again. That's a hit. There you go, 200 yards. That's one. It's right there on the left. Hello everyone, J Delta 22 here. We are back at Harrison Creek and Gun Club. Today we got the 6.5 Creedmoor. For those of you guys that never seen this before, this is a 22-inch Bergara B14HMR, and I believe that stands for hunting match rifle. And I'm going to be doing some loads today for the first time. I'll load some ammo. We got here the different loads in powder, and we're going to shoot 3-shot groups. We are going to start with the black box of Hornady. This is 6.5 Creedmoor, 140 grain, bow tail hollow point. So for you guys that are not familiar, if I didn't mention it, this is a ride-on. I think it's I don't think it's the X1 Conquer, but it is 624 by 50. I got the F1 bipod. I got the chronograph on. Hopefully we can pick up some numbers here. And down there at 100 yards, this is the target. I got some plans for this rifle. If everything goes all right with these loads, I might put this on an NDT chassis, and definitely I have to change the scope. The scope is clear, but it's kind of small, and the center dot is big. So it depends how this goes. We might shoot the heavier loads today, like the 38s and above. We might shoot that at 200 yards. Thanks for watching, and let's get shooting. All right, look like we are recording, folks. The flag is almost not moving, so I'm gonna assume, and I don't want to do that we are recording. So we got the Hornady, as I mentioned, 140 grains, bow tail hollow point. I got the chronograph. What we're gonna do is, you see those 1-inch stickies? Let me give you a little zoom. There we go. We're gonna send we're gonna send 3 rounds of Hornady black. That 1-inch sticky on the left, bottom left, or bottom right, may I say. The first one, you'll see it. I'll mark it for you. So I believe I zeroed this rifle with Hornady black, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna send 1 round, see where we at. All right, let me make sure I'm bracing good. And this is not my 22 LR. Here we go, first round, 100 yards. Wow, that's really high. That's really high. We send the second one. Aiming center mass on the red dot. All right, that's a little lower. Let me save the shells. All right, the last one. All right, it's a little bit all over the place. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go put there some some sticky, so when I shoot the other grains, yeah, it's down there by the 38.2. So, all right, not too bad. Just about 8 inches high. Stand by. We're gonna go fix the target a little bit. All right, folks. Hopefully we are recording because the wind is not moving. So you can see down there those 3 big black dots. It's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches group. So you see I got a 2-inch sticky all the way to the bottom on the left. We're gonna send 3 more there. Then that will be 6 rounds. And I'll tell you what the average feet per second on the factory load is. Here we go. 3 more shots. I'm going to aim the circle, the kind of orange or yellow circle below the red circle, all the way to the left 2-inch sticky. There we go. That now I get him. It's hitting about 1.5 inches high. Let me make sure I'm balanced here. There we go. Trying to get these bubbles balanced a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. All right. That one gave me an error. So hopefully let me get the chronograph a little closer here. Hopefully it'll tell me what it is. I just need to get at least 3 rounds to give me an idea of what this is doing. And I think I'm going to invest in one of those nice new chronographs that are more reliable. All right, here we go. Let's take it out of safe. Ha-ha. Okay, a little better there. It's hitting a little bit to the left. And here we go. I got an error on the chronograph. Don't know why. So, but that's a little closer than what we had before. Okay, we're going to move the chronograph a little bit. That's the only thing about this one. You have to have the right distance. All right, chronograph or not, we're going to send them down. Here we go. I'm going to adjust a couple of clicks to the right. Well, I'm going to go back to the left because I want to see what a group look like. Take it out of safe. Hey, not bad. There you have it. Okay, so it looks like adjusting the distance of the chronograph on the barrel worked out. So, all right, folks, let me tell you what the 4, they didn't record, out of the 4, the average 2603. Let's see what is the high. 2612. And the standard. Okay, the low was 2599. And the SD 5. Wow. And the extended 13. All right, folks, well, there you have it. Average 2603 out of 4 rounds. So not too bad with 140 grains Hornady Black. All right, we're gonna take a short break, let the barrel cool off for maybe 5 minutes, and we'll come back and start shooting the loads. All right, folks, we are back. Look like the flag is moving a little bit. Okay, so we are recording. Here we go. This is 34.0 grains. ELD match, Hornady bullets with Hornady cases. Here we go. So, all right, I'm aiming at the little circle, so probably it's going to be a little low. All right, here we go. It wasn't safe. All right, a little bit to the left. We'll pick up that brass in a minute. All right, look like this one, the height, a little bit, about 1.5 inches high. Oh boy, that was right almost on the circle. That's exactly what I was aiming. And the last one here. Oh boy. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. All right, that's 34 grains. Okay. So he only recorded 2. So let's see what the average was. $21.84. All right. That's what I'm looking for, the average. So let's see how the barrel is doing. It's a little warm. Not too bad. I think I'm gonna send 3 more. These are 34.4 grains. And then after we send these 3, we'll take a break for the barrel to cool off a little. It's just warm, so I'm gonna send them anyway. Not too bad. It's cool. It's like 49 degrees. Let me erase the chronograph. All right. All right, we're back at 0. Here we go. 34.4. Same thing, the second little circle, it has 34.4. Right, that was almost on the circle. We're not going to adjust anything. We're going to leave it like that. We're going to send the next one.
Wow.
You get comfy. That squeeze felt good. Oh, yeah. And let's send one more. And then we'll take a break and let the barrel cool off a little bit. Ah, I thought I was too squeezed. Maybe I pulled it a little bit. But an inch and a half. Not bad, not bad. All right, folks, we're back. Hopefully we are recording. I don't see no movement. There's almost no wind. All right, this is 34.8 grains. All right, here we go. Going for the third cross from the left. Barrel should be cool. It is. It's warm to the touch, not too bad. That was a good squeeze. The last one. Looking for a good comfy position here. That was a good squeeze. Wow. Too touching. Not bad. All right, folks. So that was 34.8. All right, we are going to load 35.2. We're going to load 35.2, and then we're going to take a break to let the barrel cool off. All right. All right, we're not single loading this. We are using the magazine. All right, here we go. 35.2. The last cross target on the right. Here we go. All right, almost on target. That was a good squeeze. Oh, yeah. All right, the last round. 35.2 grains. And then we give the barrel a break. Ah, I think I pulled that one off, folks. I might have. Yep. All right. All right, folks. We are at 35.6 grains. Look like we are recording. Second roll, first cross on the left. right. Let's send 2 more. Take our time. That was a good squeeze, but landed to the left. Could it be me? Felt like a good squeeze there. Another good squeeze. All right. Could it be me pulling the rifle? But, all right. Lesson. We are going to do 36. Let's load. 36 grain. We do 3 rounds here. Second cross from the left. Second roll. Do squeeze. Next one. Another good squeeze. All right, let's send the last one. Make sure we don't pull this one here.
Don't know.
All right.
What you shooting, Bob?
You'll like this one.
All right.
Oh.
Not too bad, not too bad. All right, folks. All right, folks, here we are. We're recording. We are hitting 36.4. And then we do 6.8. All right, here we go. Third cross from the left, second row. The benches are moving, so we squeeze. It might have shaked a little bit at the end. Right, second round, second shot. Still 100 yards in case you just start watching the video. You squeeze. All right, the last one on 36.4. Good squeeze. All right. That's a good group right there. All right, stand by. All right, folks, let's load 36.8, I believe. It's going to be a little long video because this is thin and you got to take your time to load, not get in a hurry. All right, this is 36.8. I'm gonna give you the average on the last group. The average was 23:39. Yeah, a little faster, of course. More powder. SD 22. All right, we're gonna do 36.8 now. And then we let the barrel cool off again. 36.8. Ronald knocked out the iPad. All right, it's gonna be the last cross on the right second row. Here we go. Good squeeze. Got a little bit of, not too much. Second round. Good squeeze. All right, our last shot. Might have pulled that one out again. It's the last shot. Wow, folks.
Oh, yeah.
All right, folks, here we are, 37.2. Hopefully we can shoot a better group. Seems like the last round is moving. It could be, that's me. The bench is moving a little. I think this is 37.2. Second paper, first cross
Got it on sale a couple of years ago.
on the left.
Everyone,
That was a good squeeze. So it's going to be a little higher. More powder in there. All right, second round. Right. I feel like a good squeeze too. Last shot, that one. Good squeeze. All right. Switch magazine here to speed up things. All right, we're gonna shoot now. 30. 37.6. Here we go. $37.6. This is a metal magazine. Should not affect anything, I hope. All right, 37.6. Second cross, top roll, second target. Good squeeze. All right. Second round.
At least the wind's blowing back at us, huh?
Good news. Ah, benches keep moving. All right, folks. So there you have it. All right, here we go. These are the different groups, different grains. Not too bad. As the powder increased, the groups got a little tighter. Of course, the benches, they move all the time. 37.2 right here. 38. That one kind of got far. Don't know what happened here. That's a good group, 38.8. This probably the last 3 or 4 you might not see there because the video is getting too long. And the last group I shot 39.2. I think that's the best group of the day. And then we came and shot some Sierra Mash Kings from a place here in my location called Defender Ammunition. These are factory loads, guys. That's six shots. All right. And of course, you saw this at the beginning. That was the Hornady. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and share. And as always, be safe first. Have fun. And God bless. See you.